Right, now let's go.
From the first day course, just what were you expecting from the guys? What was your expectations of the course to start with?
There were certain expectations from the course and the criteria that at the end of the course they were able to do some form of CPR, call for the ambulance, which was really important, deal with an adult choking and the recovery position. What I found was what I got from the guys was a lot more than I expected, especially with the group in the morning. They were able to grasp it, and especially through repetition, feedback, demonstrations, they were able to do it into quite a detail.
Yeah.
I found that what they're able to give, I would have passed off on any first aid course. So not just the course that we did. If I delivered a first aid at work,
yeah,
they did it to the standards that I would expect for that course.
Brilliant.
What's your favourite song today? You have a choice of two.
Nelly the Elephant. Never heard that before. It's such good fun. Silly.
Cool.
From the standard kind of course, what did you have to change or adapt for this course?
With your assistance as
Yeah.
well, we
Yeah.
changed the slides, which cut out a lot of the wording, because even what I find is quite wordy, but you cut even more words, put more pictures in, which did work well for the groups. And I probably wouldn't have been aware of that so much in the past.
Okay.
We would have a lot of words which we would go through, and sometimes I wouldn't bother reading them myself, but actually for the group I understood that actually pictorials worked well, and you know, from my lack of understanding as well, I was given the nod a couple of times, like, actually there's no point in reading out because there won't be that understanding there from some of them. So I even took the words out and we just did it through backwards and forwards. I would say something, they would repeat it back and do the demonstration, and I found that worked well. So simplifying those PowerPoints did work well.
Yeah.
And I think having those videos included added to that.
Yeah, the videos were good.
So yeah, so for future groups I think I'd know how to adapt PowerPoints for particular groups.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And well, what's important is once you've started, you'll keep going.
And how did you feel after the course? Did you feel relieved? Did you feel glad that it was over, or were you pleasantly surprised about how well it had gone during the day? Because from our feedback, the guys really enjoyed the course, felt it was really, really well structured, and felt that they'd learned a lot from the day.
I would probably say first half hour, getting to know the guys was probably the hardest, trying to gauge how I respond, how I am with them, and how I get the feedback. So it's just trying to get that, knowing each other.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the course was probably the most apprehension, but actually after half an hour I thoroughly enjoyed the course.
Yeah.
And thoroughly enjoyed the day.
Brilliant.
And took it, and I wanted to take it as a day of enjoyment. I wanted it to be, and that's how I teach anyway. I don't teach in a serious way. I try to get so that people actually leave themselves enjoying the day.
Yeah.
So unless I enjoy the day as well, they're not going to enjoy it either. So I try to have that approach. And yeah, I went away and actually while I was driving up the motorway and smiled to myself, and and I analysed things, but I did actually think I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the day.
Brilliant.
And I would do it again.
Yeah.
Good. And then what do we do with the other hand? Good. For you, Rebecca, it might be easier to get this hand and keep it there. That's it. Good.
Oh, Lee!
And then pull the knee towards you.
Sorry. Bit further. Yeah, no,
Good.
pull back.
And then just make sure she's pushed it out. She's got an airway. And bring that foot out. That's it. Excellent.
Well done.
So what have you found the most difficult so far?
All the process of looking for danger, and then the response and the compressions.
So just making sure you do it in the right order
Yeah.
and remembering everything. So Dr. ABC. So probably. Hi Jane Williams, first
Hi.
aid course attendee. How are you finding today?
I'm finding it good.
That's good. What have you learnt so far?
I've learnt how to do CPR, and I've learnt how to decide whether I'm going to do that or not. And I've learnt that it's better to do it than not to do it.
Very good. Thank you very much.
If we were to ask you to do another first aid course for another group of guys, would you change anything for the next course?
I would keep the slides as they were. Maybe simplify the slides towards the end with the theory bit of first aid.
Yeah.
Simplify those down again, and maybe not have so much content at the end of the course. And for the guys in the morning, actually use that more during the course. So the slides were, I found, were very good. I evolved the course as it went through the morning, through feedback from the guys, and I can't remember what was the bit of the question I was trying to get to. I was trying to.
I was to say, so if you were to change anything for next time, would you? Would you change anything?
Yeah. So the slides, I don't think I would change. I would probably put a bit more into it, make it more interesting for the guys in the morning. For the ladies in the afternoon, I'd probably simplify it, and so that we just literally do a lot more hands-on.
Yeah.
And actually just go through it more and more times, so that they were able to feel confident in what they were doing.
Yeah.
So I'd probably simplify the instruction. Whereas the guys in the morning, I think from the feedback, we would probably keep it at that same sort of pace.
Yeah.
Say you had a group of people or a group of lads that were playing football. One of them slipped. You'd have to go over and say, "Look, guys, just go back there. Leave me to get on with what I need to do." And there you go.
Okay.
You felt that the guys were competent enough that they would be able to be signed off for, even if this was if you did a full first aid course, which would be a longer course, you felt they'd be competent enough to get signed off.
I think the standards that they achieved in the time that was available, they would be more than capable of doing that.
Cool.
The CPR to the level where we can sign them off for a first aid at work course.
Brilliant. That's cool to know. Cool.
The standard from they were competent. They were competent in what they were doing.
Yeah.
The hands were in the right place. They were able to get air in. They were able to get the right amount of compressions.
Yeah.
At the right speeds.
Yeah.
So they did really well.
Impressive.
Really well.
Brilliant.
Ben.
Hi.
You don't look at all busy. So how would this course be useful in relation to our sports qualifications?
It'd be extremely useful if we're part of sports qualifications. If we're going to be coaches, assistant coaches, we will be the responsible people on the scene. So
Cool.
having a qualification will mean that we will be able to deal with any situation.
Damn right.
Cool. Jennifer.